Hey guys, so I just wanted to take you along with me while I did something really unique and really special. That's why I'm videotaping it right now. I'm gonna show you how I do my dishes. The thing about doing dishes is you wanna do them pretty much every time after you eat, or else they won't get clean. What we usually do as a family is we'll use the dishes and we'll eat off of them. Just general food gets on them. What we have here is we have this hole in the counter where it's called a sink. When we can, we usually do it 10 or 15 times a day, just to make sure that if anybody ever comes over, that there are never any dishes in the sink, because you don't want people to think that you actually live in your house. Especially if you're gonna post on social media, you definitely don't wanna have anything in the background or foreground or any ground that shows that you live, eat, sleep, poop in your house. So I have 3 dishes in here, which is really disgusting. So I'm gonna do these dishes and I'm gonna show you how I do it, so that maybe you can do it too. We could just up our social media game so that everything that we post doesn't show anything about real life. All we're doing is cleaning, cooking, gardening, and being really kind to our children. Never any screen time. Don't ever do that. That will mess them up forever. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up one of the dishes, and I'm gonna see that this fruit that I was serving my kids this morning, because I serve them fruit because it's healthy. Yeah, I was just making sure that they were getting all their nutrients. I just wanted to show you this fruit to show they eat a lot of fruit, just because it's really good for you, and it's nutritious when you eat fruit. So I make sure to give that to my kids a lot, so that they don't eat a lot of processed foods on camera. Now that you're here, I just want to show you this fruit that my kids were eating that went into their body and made them very healthy. So right here, this is what we call a dirty plate. All I'm gonna do is grab, technically what I'm gonna do is called hand washing, but you don't wanna just use your hands. You can actually use this. It's called a sponge. All you need is soap and water. Now here's what's really cool. I have this fancy soap, fancy name brand soap that I really like to use if the camera's on, but honestly, I bought it one time, and then ever since then, I just fill it up with the generic brand because it actually does the same thing. I'm just gonna grab some soap and put it on my sponge like that. You can see how it's kind of soaking in, and I'm just gonna kind of rub it in. I'm gonna make a lather. It's kind of the same thing if you were to take a shower. So I'm just gonna start with this plate. I'm just gonna kind of go in a circular motion. If you've never done this before, or at least you've never done this on social media before, then have you ever actually even done it? I'm gonna go in a circular motion, and I'm just gonna kind of go until the stain from the fruit that I was feeding my children, the healthy food, when that kind of goes away. Now the only problem is after that's done, you actually have a wet dish. Now, normally on camera, or if I were maybe expecting somebody to come over, I would never let this dry in my house, because that would be really unsightly for anybody who wanted to see a house that's perfect. I would maybe just dry it immediately, but don't use paper towels on camera because they're bad for the environment. Make sure you use some sort of fancy reusable cloth that people won't get offended by. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab this bowl, which also had some yogurt and granola in it. And again, I fed my kids granola before I filmed this video, just so you could see how healthy we are as a family. So I'm just gonna keep scrubbing. There is something next to me underneath the countertop. It's called a dishwasher. If I'm on camera, I wouldn't use that, just because it kind of sends the wrong message. I want to show people that I spend all of my time cooking, cleaning, taking care of my family, reading, blogging, vlogging, working, and just never resting, because that is a huge no-no. If you show any kind of rest, you're basically telling the world that you're a lazy person. Now, I'm getting really tired. This is my 3rd dish. I want to show you something. Sometimes if you have been cleaning dishes all minute like me, sometimes you realize that maybe this really isn't the way you want to go. So I'm going to show you something. To prevent having to actually do this and have dishes out and just things that might look like your house is lived in, we can avoid that completely. Now, I wouldn't normally share this on social media. I'll probably delete it after I finish filming, just because I will just have some regrets about what I actually want to share with you guys. If you want to find the easiest way to do your dishes, and I'm not talking about the dishwasher because that would be inappropriate. So what you're gonna do is you want to just get these plates that they're made of paper, and they're called disposable. You can throw them out when you're done. You don't have to wash them. So if you just want to make life really easy without talking about it it at all and without ever showing anybody that you ever did anything but the things that you're supposed to do. It's one suggestion. Hope that you enjoyed cleaning with me and just getting a glimpse into what real life is like. And I just really hope that you subscribe to see more ways that I try to make other moms feel bad about themselves and make them feel like they're not doing enough. I gotta go because I gotta go do homemade things, cooking, cleaning, taking care of my family, reading, blogging, vlogging, working. Okay, bye.